All right, this is 8th grade, Lesson 1, Module 1 for exponential notation. So we start off here with some notes, and with exponents, you want to remember it's not the base number, the whole number, times the exponent. That's not 5 times 6, that's 5 written out 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you would multiply all those together to find out what 5 to the 6th power is. Now, there are times when it can go on for an infinite amount of times, and you don't want to have to write 46 fives out. So if you had 5 to the 46th power, you don't want to have to write all that out. It's going to take forever. So we use a shorthand notation here. So for instance, you would take the number like x to whatever power it is, and you write the first two showing that you're going to multiply, and then we use a dot, 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 and following at the end with that same number. So if this was the 5, like we're showing up here, instead of this x, let me replace this with numbers. Let's say this was 5 to whatever power, let's say 16. How we would write that so we don't have to write out 5 16 times is you want to show the first multiplication followed by 3 dots ending with that same number. And then in here, you would say 16 times. So that way you can write it a little shorthand and you don't have to write it out super long. So we're going to go back and forth between these two and fill in the answers for these exercises down below here. All right, so the first one we have is x to some matter of number here. Now, preferably, we would like to see 4 times 4 and then a series of dots. So they kind of really shorthanded themselves here. But if you notice, we have 7 times. So our base number is 7, our whole number 7, 4. I'm saying the wrong number, 4, with an exponent of 7. And that's it. That's all you do. They don't want us to solve these right now, so we're just getting into the practice of writing these out. Now, if you look here on exercise 2, what is my exponent? My exponent is 47. So how many 3.6s are supposed to be here? This is shorthand for 47 3.6s. All right, we have negative 11.63. How many times are we going to raise that? We're going to raise it 34 times. All right. Just like that. All right, I'm going to let you go ahead and do the rest of these, and I will meet you on exercise 11. So if you need to pause the video, go for it. All right, so here we are on exercise 11. We will use products to find out if these are positive or negative, and then you're going to see how do you know. All right, so this here is negative 1 to the 12th power. Negative 1 to the 12th power, is this going to be a positive or a negative number? Now, you have to know that a negative times a negative equals a positive. So you need 2 negatives to equal a positive. Well, I have 12 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So I'm going to cross out every set of 2's. That's a positive, 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 positive. So my answer is going to be positive. And how do we know? Well, I'm going to give you a little hint. Do you see how 12 is an even number? Well, if it's an even number, your answer is going to be positive. If your exponent is even, you'll have a positive answer. So we're going to put here positive. If the exponent is even, the answer is positive. All right, let's do this one now. Let's just see that this, works out. So now we have 13, which is a odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that would be a positive, 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 negative. I don't have enough to cancel this out, so This would give me a negative answer. So you can see that if it has an even exponent, your answer is positive. Odd exponent, your answer is negative. So we're going to put here the exponent is odd. So the answer is negative. All right, so you guys are going to try exercise 12 and then 13, and I will meet you on exercise 14. So if you need to pause the video, go for it. Here we are on exercise 14. It says, Josie says that negative 15 to the 6th power is going to be negative 15 to the 6th power. So if you see here, her final answer, she says it's going to be a negative 15. Well, is she correct, and how do we know? Well, we just practiced that if the exponent is even, my answer has to be positive. Her answer is still negative. So we're going to say no, she is incorrect. The answer would be positive because, and I'm going to shorthand that, the exponent is even. So the answer should be 15 to the 6th power, not negative 15 to the 6th power. All right, so you guys are going to do the problem set in class or at home. If you finish in class, you can turn it in. If you're at home, just bring this back. You guys are going to do numbers 1 through 6. You're going to finish the whole problem set side, and then that will end this tutorial.